my name's Angela and I'm a visually impaired designer. How to redesign a logo to make it more accessible. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I am hanging in there and I'm looking forward to the day when I can spend time with my family and friends in person again. I'm excited for this video today because as someone who's a designer and someone who's visually impaired, there are a lot of things that are around me that I notice that are poorly designed. This can include posters, billboards, any type of thing that you would see as you're going around the town. And one thing that I notice a lot are logos, and there are a lot of logos that aren't that great, and some of them aren't even accessible to people who are visually impaired. I've always really enjoyed TV shows where they do makeovers and transform things for people. And I've always thought that it would be fun to do a show where instead of it being a home or someone's cooking, it would be a show about rebranding for local shops and redoing their logos to help them better improve their businesses. And I've seen a couple of other YouTubers who have been doing videos about rebranding logos, and I thought this was a great idea. So I'm going to be doing a rebrand of a logo for you, but mine is for one that I think that is inaccessible, and my goal is to make it more accessible for people with visual impairments. The logo I've chosen to do today is the logo for Arctic Circle, which is a local shop. It's a fast food restaurant that could be compared to McDonald's or In-N-Out, any type of burger place that you have in your area. If you have any ideas of logos that I should redesign that you think is not accessible, feel free to leave a comment below. It would be super fun to redesign some logos that you all suggest. The reason why I've chosen Arctic Circle as my first logo to redesign is because I worked there all through high school and a lot of college. And even before I was officially a designer, I always noticed how poorly designed their logo was. And so I'm super excited to redesign a logo that has always bothered me and make it more legible and accessible for those with low vision. As always, if you like this video, please subscribe below and turn on the notification bell. And like this video so that I know that you enjoyed it and I can create more videos like this. But let's move into the fun part and redesign the logo. Alright, before we design the logo, let's look at their website for a second. When you first get into their website, you can see that they use blue and red, and they have gradients throughout. You can also see that they have their logo in a couple of places, and you can tell that they have typical fast food items such as hamburgers and fries. They specialize in halibut and shakes. They also are well known for their fry sauce. And if we take a look around their website a little more, we can see that they have a lot of different locations. Majority of them are in Utah and Idaho. So yeah, this is a good start into seeing what they're like. So now let's jump in and look closer at their logo. Alright, so first looking at the logo, it seems quite outdated. It doesn't seem like it's seen any type of update for quite some time. One thing that really decreases the legibility is the two different strokes outlining their logo. There's an outer black stroke and an inner white stroke. I'm not sure if this was a stylistic choice or an attempt to increase the legibility, but either way, it is actually decreasing the legibility and making the logo more visually complex. This logo also has a visually complex font for both the name and the tagline. For the name, it is okay to use a display font, but it is important to make sure that it works whether it is large or small. And it is best to use a non-display font for the tagline because it is smaller and gives a contrast to the title. Alright, so let's begin designing this logo. Because this is a logo rebrand, I want to keep some elements the same or similar so it is still recognizable. For this logo, I have a font that is similar in style but is more modern, so I will use the font Escafina. If I was doing this for a real project, I would explore some additional approaches or different fonts, but for this video, I will go ahead with Escafina and modify the font to be what I want it to be. Now looking at the font closer, I noticed that there are some areas that are quite thin, especially by the ornamentations on the ends. So once I have the font set, I will add a stroke to the font to make it a little thicker and more legible. I will be careful to not add too much thickness to avoid the opposite problem of it being too thick. Then I will make it into an outline so it is a vector, and now I can edit it how I want. I like the detail of the existing font where the A descends down to hug the curve of the capital C in circle, so I will play with the A to mimic this on my logo as well. Now looking at the logo from farther back, I want to make sure it is legible. And I noticed the ball ornamentations on the ends are quite large and are a little distracting for legibility. So what I will do is leave them there for character. But I will reduce the size of the balls on the ends, and I will do this on all the letter forms that are tighter. At this point, I will look over what I have and make note of any refinements I want to make before moving into adding color. Looking at what I have now, I am happy with the legibility and how I have it set up. So I will move on to create a tagline to go along with it. For the tagline, I'm choosing to use the font Avenir Black to give a good sans serif font to contrast the display font used for Arctic Circle. I will keep the tagline in a similar location and align it with the word circle, not all the way to the left side of the A in Arctic, to create a visual balance. Now I have the logo how I want it in black and white. It is time to add color. For this logo, I think the blue and red work well. For me, it symbolizes the fact that they have both hot and cold items for sale, and it works with the name Arctic Circle. I will, however, modify the red and blue colors they have and darken them up a little bit to add more contrast on the white background to increase the legibility. I will apply the blue color to the word Arctic and red to the word circle, like they have now, for consistency from the old logo to the new one. I will then explore putting the logo on the blue and red as backgrounds with white to see if the contrast is high enough, and then this could be used in different ways on their website and packaging. Here's the final result of what I came up with. I have an original logo on the left with the black and white version in the middle and the red and blue version on the right. I have also shown each version with a smaller version below it to make sure it's legible when it's smaller, so that it could be used in varying sizes as necessary. Here's my redesigned logo with the varying backgrounds. Which one do you like the most? And do you think this is an improvement on the original logo? I would love to hear what you would have done to modify this logo in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video and for all the love and support you've been showing me. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel below and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to comment below any logos you would like to see me redesign. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye!